Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, Air rolls out the 200th TBM 900 series very fast turboprop aircraft. Mooney International Partners in Aviation joined forces to create MooneyShares. And EAB accident numbers round off fiscal year well under FAA limit. Hello, I'm Christopher C. Odom. It's October 19th, 2017, and this is Airborne Unlimited. Air recently rolled out its 200th TBM 900 series very fast turboprop aircraft since the introduction of this upgraded family in March 2014. The milestone airplane, serial number 1200, is a TBM 910 version delivered to Cutter Aviation and San Antonio. Air's TBM 900 family is the latest and sixth evolution of the company's very fast turboprop concept, offered today in two production versions, the TBM 930 and the TBM 910. Both current TBM 930 and TBM 910 production models retain the basic characteristics of the TBM 900, which integrated 26 modifications to improve efficiency and deliver superior performance without increasing fuel consumption or engine power. They include airframe aerodynamic optimization through the addition of winglets, along with the integration of a vertical tail fin strake and new tail cone, the use of a 5-blade composite propeller, and redesigned spinner, as well as a completely revamped electrical system. This 200th aircraft's rollout is proof that our TBM 900 series aircraft are not only the fastest single-engine turboprop airplanes, they are the fastest-selling TBMs ever, with 200 aircraft produced in less than 4 years, commented Nicholas Chabert, the Senior Vice President of Air's Airplane Business Unit. Aircraft manufacturer Mooney International and Partners in Aviation have announced they have formed a partnership enabling buyers to realize price and cost of ownership advantages. MooneyShares makes available the new Mooney Ultra aircraft to customers. PIA founders Mark Molloy and Tom Bertels are part of the equation. Both are accomplished pilots and have an undeniably high level of understanding of customer and market needs. These are the perfect partners at the right time with the right service, Mooney Sales and Marketing Director Lance Phillips said. Customers with varying needs and requirements can now come together through PIA and realize acquisition costs as low as 50 cents on the dollar while having the ability to share maintenance, service, and handling, whether operating a flight department or flying. The business and leisure owners can now experience a brand new Mooney, a situation previously only dreamed of for many. We are very excited to offer the incredible capabilities of the Mooney Ultras to buyers who in the past may not have even considered purchasing new, said PIA President and co-founder Mark Molloy. After the break, EAB accident numbers round off fiscal year well under FAA limit.
Progressive Aerodyne's Sea-Ray Elite offers turbocharged Rotax power and Garmin G3X touch avionics. Incredibly well equipped, you can fly away in this best-in-category amphib for less than $160,000. Visit searay.com for more details.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
Welcome back. If you have a story suggestion for Airborne Unlimited Aero-TV, the new AMA drone report, our website, or podcast, just email to news-spy@aero-news.net. In September, EAA completed its annual tracking of experimental category fatal accidents. Experimental aircraft were involved in 45 fatal accidents during fiscal year 2017, with amateur-built aircraft accounting for roughly 2/3 of those accidents. As in previous years, the FAA established a not-to-exceed number based on a 1% reduction in accidents from the previous 3-year average. The number of fatal accidents for fiscal year 2017 came in well below the not-to-exceed number of 59. Additionally, experimental fatal accidents saw a decrease of 8% over fiscal year 2016 data. The numbers follow a downward trend of fatal accidents, both experimental aircraft and general aviation as a whole. Despite the promising numbers, EAA is committed to expanding its role in general aviation safety, the goal of seeing even larger decreases in fatal accidents. After these messages, Boeing Mitsubishi caught up in Kobe steel scandal.
Based on the popular Sling 2 LSA, the Sling 4 was designed to be the most practical and desirable lightweight 4-place experimental aircraft on the market. Find out more about this 115 horsepower turbocharged airplane at airplanefactory.com.
With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we're summarizing a few of those other great stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. A scandal involving Japanese company Kobe Steel has caused some embarrassment for Boeing after it was revealed that the aluminum parts manufactured using falsified data have found their way into Boeing airliners. Kobe Steel has admitted that it used fabricated data related to the quality and strength of copper and aluminum used in products, including Boeing airliners. The suspect aluminum manufactured by Kobe Steel was used by Mitsubishi, Kawasaki, and Subaru, all of which make parts for Boeing jets. The NBAA last week presented Hero Captain Sully Sullenberger with the association's American Spirit Award for speaking out in the opposition to the highly controversial concept of air traffic control privatization. We know that when an American hero, an aviation expert with 50 years flying experience, speaks out against ATC privatization, policymakers in Washington will listen, said NBAA President and CEO Ed Bolin. Embraer has announced a firm order for 6 A-29 Super Tucano light attack and advanced training aircraft from an undisclosed customer. The aircraft can be used for tactical and advanced training as well as light attack and ISR missions. Deliveries will be concluded in 2018. Babcock Scandinavian Air Ambulance has placed an order with Textron Aviation for 11 aircraft, including the first medevac configured Cessna Citation Latitude mid-sized jet and 10 Beechcraft King Air 250 turboprops. The aircraft will support Babcock's contract with Air Ambulance Services of Norway to provide communities across Norway with a vital air ambulance support. Colonel Michelle Kilgore became the first female to assume command of the 109th Airlift Wing during a change of command ceremony at the Stratton Air National Guard Base, New York, on October 15th. Kilgore, a command pilot with more than 3,500 flight hours and 7 deployments under her belt, becomes the 14th commander of the 109th AW. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Now let's get back to the rest of the news. Saturday, October 7th, Spike Aerospace successfully flew the subsonic subscale SX-1.2 demonstrator for the first time. The jet is an early unmanned prototype of the company's 18-passenger S-512 quiet supersonic jet. The SX-1.2 test flights proved that the aerodynamic design of the aircraft is valid and provided a tremendous amount of data. In total, 7 short flights were performed to test the design and flight controls of the jet. The weather was absolutely perfect, with the winds at 7 to 10 miles per hour and temperature near 70 degrees Fahrenheit. The company is planning to make additional modifications based on data collected from the initial tests and will conduct more test flights on the XS-1.2 in early November. Work on XS-1.2 1.3, the next in the demonstrator series, has also begun. Spike intends to have the S-512 aircraft flying by early 2021, with customers' deliveries beginning in 2023. The S-512 will seat up to 22 passengers with a range of 6,200 miles and a cruise speed of Mach 1.6, saving 50% on flight times. And due to the aircraft's low boom signature, it will be able to fly overland without creating disturbing sonic booms. Well, that's our program for today. Remember that Airborne Unlimited stream daily, Monday through Friday, with additional breaking news bulletins for important stories that fall outside our normal deadlines. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe, and do check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Get comprehensive, real-time, 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. Keep flying. We'll see you tomorrow.